Hello, happy Sunday. I just went to Sunny and drove him around the storage lot, and it's good. It's good. Gonna read March 20th. Out of my utmost for his highest. It's about friendship with God. Shall I hide from Abraham the thing which I do? Genesis 18:17. I'm going to read one tomorrow that's about the same story. In Genesis 18 is where God is about to destroy Sodom and Gomorrah. And that is what he does share with Abraham, and Abraham prays for them. So, which really is one of the tough lessons of prayer, because they didn't, he goes through what if there's 5 righteous people, what if there's, will you spare them for so many good people, and he intercedes for them, but God still does destroy Sodom and Gomorrah, but Lot and his family escape, except that's what I'm going to talk about tomorrow. I'm going to talk about because there's one in my other devotional about Lot's wife. But anyways, this one is about Abraham. Shall I hide from Abraham that thing which I do? Its delights. This chapter brings out the delight of real friendship with God as compared with occasional feelings of his presence in prayer. To be so much in contact with God that you never need to ask him to show you his will is to be nearing the final stage of your discipline in the life of faith. When you are rightly related to God, it is a life of freedom and liberty and delight. You are God's will, and all your common sense decisions are his will for you unless he checks. You decide things in perfect, delightful friendship with God, knowing that if your decisions are wrong, he will always check. When he checks, stop at once. Its difficulties. Why did Abraham stop praying when he did? He was not intimate enough to go boldly on until God granted his desire. There was something yet to be desired in his relationship with God. Whenever we stop short in prayer and say, well, I don't know, perhaps it's not God's will, there is still another stage to go. We are not so intimately acquainted with God as Jesus was and as he wants us to be, that they may be one even as we are one. Think of the last thing you prayed about. Were you devoted to your desire or to God? Determined to get some gift of the Spirit or to get at God? Your Heavenly Father knows what things ye have need of before ye ask him. The point of asking is that you may get to know God better. Delight thyself also in the Lord, and he shall give thee the desires of thine heart. Keep praying in order to get a perfect understanding of God himself. It's interesting. Prayer is interesting. So, There's so many interesting stories in the Bible. It's definitely not a boring book. not easy to understand, but certainly not boring. And yeah, and a lot of things can be misunderstood and misinterpreted, and I don't know everything about it, but I do believe that that we can be friends with God, and it's definitely a good thing. He's the best friend you'll ever have. I was thinking of singing What a Friend We Have in Jesus. I don't really feel like singing right now, though. Love you guys. Bye.